Have you ever wondered how researchers decide what method to use? Understanding research designs is key to any study's success. Today, we'll explore 5 major research designs: experimental, descriptive, correlational, ethnographic, and case study. Research design is the blueprint for scientific investigation. It guides decisions on sampling, data collection, and analysis. Choosing the appropriate design aligns with the research question and ensures ethical conduct. Let's break down the 5 designs step by step. First, we have the experimental design. This design tests causal relationships. Researchers manipulate independent variables and observe the outcomes. Randomized control trials, or RCTs, are the gold standard here. They reduce bias through random assignment. Key features include manipulation, control groups, and pre- and post-tests. Strengths are strong causal inference and replicability. Limitations involve ethical constraints and potential artificiality. Consider an RCT in rural Eastern Province. Researchers could evaluate the impact of cash transfers on school attendance. Households would be randomly assigned to receive the transfer or not. Attendance and outcomes measured would provide valuable insights. Next is descriptive design. This design documents characteristics, behaviors, or perceptions without manipulation. It is useful for exploratory studies and needs assessments. Key features focus on what rather than why. Structured instruments like surveys are commonly used. Strengths include ease of implementation and adaptability. However, causality cannot be established. A cross-sectional survey in Lusaka could show mobile phone use among farmers. This informs extension services about communication preferences. Now, let's look at correlational design. This examines associations between variables. Researchers analyze relationships to quantify data using statistical methods. Remember, correlation isn't causation. Correlational design helps generate hypotheses. However, it cannot definitively establish causation. For example, using health survey data in Zambia, researchers might find a correlation between maternal education and child immunization rates. Ethnographic design follows. Ethnography involves prolonged fieldwork and participant observation. It captures deep cultural insights and social dynamics. Ethnographic studies are time-consuming, but provide rich contextual data. For instance, an ethnographer in Zambia might explore local funeral practices. This reveals how these intersect with public health messaging. Finally, we have case study design. Case studies allow in-depth analysis of one case or a small set. They draw from multiple data sources for comprehensive understanding. Case studies are valuable for theory development. They capture complex phenomena, but can pose generalizability issues. For example, a case study in Southern Province could explore an education initiative. It would trace its development and outcomes over years. Aligning the right design with research questions is essential. Questions on causation lean towards experimental approaches. In contrast, studies on lived experience benefit from case studies or ethnography. Ethical considerations must also be taken into account. Informed consent, confidentiality, and potential harms are paramount. Contextual realities, like political dynamics or resource constraints, affect design feasibility too. Lastly, combining designs often leads to better insights. For example, use descriptive surveys to understand patterns, then follow with case studies for deeper analysis. In summary, choosing the right research design is crucial. Each design has its strengths and limitations. Experimental designs test causality, while descriptive and correlational designs document relationships. Ethnography provides rich qualitative data, and case studies give in-depth insights. For meaningful research, it's important to align designs with questions, ethics, and context. Understanding these concepts will improve research quality and relevance. Ready to dive deeper into research? Subscribe for more insights and comment below with your questions.